Are you wondering what it takes to run a YouTube channel behind the scenes when it comes to the software, the equipment, and the tools? Well, in this video, I'm going to share with you everything that I use in my entire YouTube content creation process. And just a spoiler, it's not that fancy and it's not that expensive. So be sure to stick around for the entire video. And if this happens to be your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and I'm a YouTuber who grew this channel from nothing to over 15,000 subscribers in just 15 months, while also earning 4 figures a month and counting just from this channel. And if you want to know some of the marketing tools and AI systems that I've used to help build this channel, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for this in the video description or pinned comment below. So first I want to give you a quick little tour of my office where I record the videos. You'll see as I'm just walking right here, this is all I use, just a straight microphone, 2 monitors, pictures in the background. There's my dog who lays in her bed while I record the videos, wondering what I'm doing. But you'll see here, my setup is extremely basic and nothing fancy. So first I'm going to share with you all of my equipment that I use in my YouTube creation setup. And by the way, I've listed all of this inside my community, but you can find all of the links that I'm going to mention below this video in the description as well. Now to start this off, I'm going to share the computer that I use for all of this, and I'm using a 2024 MacBook Pro. Now it is very pricey. I did not pay over $2,000 for this device when I got it. I got a pretty good discount on it, but I would recommend getting some sort of MacBook if you're going to get into the video creation space. You can look into MacBook Airs as well. There's some really quality ones for $1,500, under $1,000. Now they're not going to be as powerful as a MacBook Pro, not have the RAM, the storage, processing power, etc. But MacBook Airs are still better for creating videos, in my opinion, than any Windows PC. I am just a big fan of MacBooks in general, and I'm not going to get into the Mac versus Windows debate, but when it comes to anything related to creators and creating content, you want to lean on the edge of a MacBook. Now, in terms of the desk that I use, I actually use a stand-up desk. I haven't sat down for work in probably 3 years, and I would recommend investing in a stand-up desk, not just for YouTube creation, but also just for your general health. They say sitting is the new smoking these days. You don't have to use this desk that I use. I'm sure you can find cheaper options, but if I had to give just my biggest piece of advice, just what I've learned over this past year and a half as I'm growing my channel, I've noticed that when I stand up, when I hit the record button to record YouTube videos, that my energy is so much better when I'm standing up. It improves the deliverability and the overall quality of my videos versus when I sit down, I feel sluggish, my posture is all out of whack. So just something to consider here is looking into a stand-up desk. Now, in terms of the video camera that I'm using, I'm not using anything fancy or expensive. Right now, I'm actually using this Logitech C920X HD Pro webcam, and it is $70. But just to be fully transparent with you guys, I only bought this a few months ago. If you go back and look at some of my older videos, the quality is almost laughable. I was using the webcam, the built-in webcam of my MacBook Pro, which, by the way, gets the job done. And if you're just starting out and you're on a small budget here, I would recommend just using the built-in webcam. So you can notice the quality difference here, probably from that output or that resolution versus what you're seeing in my tiny little window box right now. But there are other options out there. You don't have to get this Logitech webcam, but I do like the quality that it produces at that price point. So now let's talk about the microphone that I use to record my YouTube videos. And first things first, I'm just going to be completely honest and say it. Audio quality is something that you do not want to cheap out on. You never want to use the built-in microphone on your computer because let's be honest, how many times, guys, have you listened to something or you watch something and the audio quality is terrible and you either shut it off physically or you shut it off mentally? Audio quality is something that you never want to cheap out on. Now, the mic that I'm using right now is the Shure MV7 Plus. This is the best microphone that I've ever used and listened to. It is $300. It's a steep price point. And if, as your channel grows, or maybe you have the funds to acquire this, by all means, go for it. This is the brand that Joe Rogan uses. He even uses a higher quality model than the MV7 Plus. But I actually got this a couple months ago. The microphone that I was using before is kind of a middle of the road microphone. It's the Rode PodMic. You can get it for $99 on Amazon. I've even seen it cheaper than that. And if I show you the video that I just showed you in the last example, talking about the webcam that I use, this is the Rode PodMic right here. So if you go to my channel and find any video probably older than a few months, you can listen to the quality of the Rode PodMic and then compare it to my most recent videos of the Shure MV7 Plus. But if you're brand new and just kind of building your channel from the ground up, I would recommend kind of a middle of the tier option like the Rode PodMic. Probably look at a microphone around $100, probably $75 to $100. You can get a decent one. I would never recommend getting a super cheap mic for $20 or $30. You're just throwing money away at that point, in my opinion. And again, I would never recommend using the built-in microphone of your computer. Do not cheap out on audio quality. It makes a huge difference in the long run. So now let's talk about the different softwares that I'm using to create my YouTube videos. And first up is OBS Studio. I absolutely love this software. This is free and open source to use. You can just simply download it on any device, whether it's Windows, Mac, or Linux. And I've been using this from the very beginning. This is how I've been able to screen record like I'm doing right now, while also showing my face at the same time. You'll see some of their big time sponsors, YouTube, Twitch, etc. This is what all the Twitch streamers use. This is what a lot of YouTube creators use. And honestly, I cannot believe that this software is still free to use. So I'd recommend starting with OBS Studio. Now, next up, when it comes to editing my videos, I actually still do this manually and I use Final Cut Pro. But for about the first 6 months that I was starting up my YouTube channel, I was rolling with iMovie. And iMovie gets a bad rep from the creative community because it is a free software offered by Apple, but it gets the job done. It's very simple to use. I don't even have any fancy edits in my videos. If you go watch a lot of the videos on my channel, I have some transitions here and there, but it's mostly just simple cuts. And that's the purpose of what I'm trying to explain here, is that I've gotten over 17,500 subscribers without hiring an editor, without knowing all of these little fancy editing tricks, using expensive software. Now, Final Cut Pro is $300, but I believe this is for a lifetime. And again, you can do mostly of what my videos show with iMovie. And if you're an advanced video editor, this is kind of the gold standard in video editing, is Adobe Premiere or Premiere Pro. I actually never used Premiere Pro, but I know a lot of video editors praise this software for video editing. But again, I use Final Cut Pro, but if you're just starting out, I would highly recommend using iMovie. And if you guys do have the resources to hire a video editor, I do have one that I'm using in Pakistan for all of my short form content. Happy to refer the email address and whatever other referrals that you guys want from me. But right here, by the way, this is all my clone. This isn't actually me talking in any of these videos, but that's a whole separate tutorial I'm going to share down the road here. But it may be worth looking into hiring a video editor overseas, as a lot of these short videos, I want to say I paid less than $10 a video for, the Pakistan editor to actually create this. And if you're going to look for a video editor in the US, they're going to charge you easily probably $100 per short video and even more per long video. So long story short, I would recommend bootstrapping your editing first through iMovie, maybe upgrading to a Final Cut Pro if you don't like iMovie. And then once you're done bootstrapping and your channel's starting to grow a little bit, it may be worth allocating some resources to hiring a video editor overseas. Now, another software that I rely on as a creator is called Kit, formerly known as ConvertKit. This is a CRM that I use to collect emails from those watching my YouTube videos and also other organic traffic sources through SEO, through my social media accounts, etc. ConvertKit, or Kit, I still call it ConvertKit. I've been using this since 2018. This is a CRM similar to HubSpot, Go High Level, Beehive, Constant Contact, Active Campaign, and there are dozens of other CRMs out there these days, but I love this one. This is geared towards creators. It's completely free to start. Again, I'll leave a link below this video. I'd recommend signing up for the free plan of Kit. That way you can start collecting emails from people who visit your YouTube channel. And this is so important. I actually have a separate video that I'm going to make on this topic. You need to understand the importance of owning your traffic versus renting it. By collecting emails, we are owning our traffic that we can then nurture in our database, sending through drip sequences. But that is our traffic once we have the email. Versus on YouTube, that is YouTube's traffic. That is an algorithm traffic. And so, well, how do you get emails, right? And again, I'm going to go into this further in depth in a separate video lesson. But here I have what's called an opt-in guide, my free AI marketing essentials guide that I alluded to towards the beginning of this video. So once you sign up with your name and your email, now I have your email that I can use to market to you down the road at a certain point. I just love ConvertKit. Here's my interface right here. So it tells me how many new emails I get every day. I can send email newsletters every week. I can send people through what are called email drip sequences. And there are so many other automations and things that you can use inside ConvertKit. But again, this is an essential piece of software that I use to grow my brand and my overall creator business through YouTube. So in addition to the equipment and softwares that I just shared with you, I'm going to go over some of the tools that I use to help me in my YouTube creation process as well. And by the way, this is my free AI marketing essentials guide, and I'll leave a link to this below this video so you guys can access this exact page that I'm on right here. And I would scroll down to here where it says my favorite AI tools for marketing. Number one is ChatGPT Plus. It's $20 a month to get the Plus version. I have a full separate video on my YouTube channel explaining why this is worth the investment. And for YouTube in particular, when it comes to video ideation, keyword research, thinking of YouTube titles, descriptions, optimizing a video for SEO, tags, hashtags, helping with thumbnails, repurposing YouTube videos. There are so many different ways you can leverage ChatGPT Plus to help grow your channel and overall brand through YouTube. Claude is an alternative to ChatGPT. I like Claude 3.7 Sonnet when it comes to copywriting. So if you want to find something to use for scripts, maybe writing engaging hooks, even titles, descriptions, etc., you can look to Claude as well. Blaze AI is a social media management tool. Perplexity is great for anything research related. And I have all the links to these too, by the way. Opus Clip. So if you want to do anything that involves repurposing long form videos to short form clips, this starts at about $15 a month. It'll automatically go through a long form video. This is great for podcasts, not necessarily great for generic YouTube videos like this one I'm doing right here. I wouldn't use Opus Clip for, but if you're doing interview style videos or a podcast in particular, I'd recommend looking into Opus Clip. Notebook LM, Fireflies, AI image generator, 11 Labs. This is actually how I built my AI video clone. So 11 Labs, you can create a professional voice clone. HeyGen, you can create an AI avatar, and I have separate videos explaining these tools with HeyGen and 11 Labs. Riverside is great if you're doing anything podcast. So if you have a podcast, I'd recommend looking into Riverside. And then I also have some AI prompts and automation templates inside this AI marketing essentials guide as well, along with some other custom GPTs, including my YouTube video optimizer GPT. And I know I'm going down a tangent here, but you can find all sorts of goodies and nuggets inside this AI marketing essentials guide that will truly help grow your channel on YouTube. So if you've made it this far into the video, I truly appreciate you. And if you found value in what I was saying here, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I also want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about this topic. But most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.